Hey, Brian King here. If you happen to be watching me live, please type hashtag live. And if you're watching the replay, please type hashtag replay while I try and get away from this bright sun coming in so it doesn't look weird when we're talking. In any case, I was talking to a colleague yesterday. We had an awesome conversation about what we tend to encounter with our clients and so on. And one thing that he pointed out about me is that if anybody has a reason for excuses, it's me. With all the challenges I have, especially my health challenges, I could very easily curl up and feel sorry for myself and be bummed and woe is me and all that, but I don't. And in many cases, I think there are some people that are afraid to talk to me in times of difficulty because they know that their excuses won't hold water with me, that I simply will not support them in anything they tell themselves in terms of why they can't do something. And I have a particular pet peeve, one that's pretty common, and one that I'm sure has escaped your lips every now and even mine. And it's something I'm much more mindful of these days. And that is the very common and very overused excuse that goes like this: easier said than done. If you've made that statement before, think about what's in the background of that statement. What are you ultimately saying about the value of the strategy or advice you were just offered? In my experience, what the undercurrent of that statement is, easier said than done, is a sense of entitlement. Well, I thought it would be easy. It's supposed to be easy. Or, you mean it requires work? Really? Or, I don't want to have to grow in order to get it. What the heck happened here? There was a time in human history where work, effort was a given. It was understood that things took time. Things took a series of steps. It wasn't a fast download. It wasn't instant gratification. I know I'm preaching to the choir here, especially if you've got kids. More and more, the idea of growth is spat upon, shunned, an offense. How dare you suggest that I be patient, take time? And patience is really an issue these days. Growth is hampered by an ever-increasing lack of patience. The belief that time is some kind of an injustice if it doesn't happen instantly. Well, when you think about it, you're going through plenty of processes, or you've had plenty of processes where time, patience are things you've actually exercised. Education takes time. Raising a child takes time. Sometimes it can feel like an eternity. Getting to the age you are now took time. In my case, it's taken a long time. Being the best version of yourself takes time. And there's no destination to it. It's an ongoing journey. Learning to master your thoughts so they don't master you takes time. If you're looking for a quick fix, the only problem that's going to solve is how to make your pocketbook lighter, and for the person selling you the quick fix, their pocketbook a little bit heavier. Now, those of you who've been in this in my group or my community for a while know that many of the things that I recommend to you are daily habits, daily disciplines, like my meditation practice, which I've been refining for well over 20 years now, and I keep finding new corners of almost every time I do it. And I find new depths to my own patience, my own non-reactivity. Non-reactivity means you don't walk around constantly with this, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, emotionally reacting to the things around you, or waiting until something happens before you know how you're supposed to respond. You learn to choose your response instead of simply having a reaction. And too many people live walking on eggshells because they're waiting for things to happen instead of making things happen, or living in wonder because they've learned to observe the world or observe their thoughts instead of being carried away by it all. Now, some of you may not know what the heck I'm talking about. But one little nugget I want to drop here is for people with ADHD or Asperger's. A daily meditation practice is gold. It can be miraculous in terms of being able to manage your anxiety, depression, negative thinking. But here's what I get in response when I suggest it. Oh, I can't sit still. Oh, I can't meditate. My brain is too busy. That's right, and that's why you need it. And there are very simple ways to begin that don't require you to sit still. And I'm more than happy to share those with you. Just shoot me off a message and I'll share a couple. But the main topic here is this idea of easier said than done. The immediate disqualification or dismissing of some advice because it takes effort. Effort's good for you. Effort builds mental and emotional muscle, which is what you need to become stronger. So I want to encourage you to take one step here. This is a resilience hack, okay? When you catch yourself saying easier said than done, stop yourself and say, that's right, there's that gremlin that keeps getting me in trouble and stopping me from using the things that can make my situation better. So instead, I'm going to ask this: what do I do first? Then take action on it. Then the next step, then the next step, and see how much better things can become because you embrace a little effort and a little patience. So that's my 2 cents on this morning. Please share this message with somebody that you know can benefit from it. And if this is something that you would like me to teach you how to do, which is something I do every day with my clients, shoot me off a message and we'll talk about how I can do this for you too. In the meantime, this has been Brian. Remember, life is good.